Hi everybody, this is Joe of Joe's Premium Firewood. We're getting another fun-filled, exciting video. Today's video, I'm out in here in my barn where I sharpen my chains at. I've always used a grinder. I've tried using a hand file, and I've never had any luck with it. It stays sharp for about 10 minutes if it even gets sharp. But when I use this, it seems to work better. Although a lot of you guys cry about, oh, it's not sharp, it's not sharp, you know. I do the best I can, and a lot of times it works really well, but sometimes it doesn't, so I'm not very consistent. But anyway, here's how we do this. It's an Oregon chain grinder. I'll put the exact title of it in the title of this video, or what the exact brand it is, or model number in the title. So these settings here, this right here is the width of the drive chain, I believe, and so that can be adjusted. This is a 16-inch chain that I use for the 291, and I usually have that, I believe, is 0.063. Then this angle is like the angle of the teeth, and it goes on 30 when I do this side of the teeth. And then when I move it over to the other side, then I go to here, you know, to do both sides. This has a hydraulic clamp right here. So it's actuated. When I pull this down, it automatically tightens the chain. It locks it in there. You see how it presses that against there when I pull this down? Locks it in. And then this is the angle that the electric motor's on. It shows you to put it at 55. I got it at about 63. That's what Ken Case told me to do. He's helped me. He's the one who taught me how to use this. I bought this in like 2013. I actually do have a branch to cut up this week, so there will be a chainsaw video. I'm thinking on Wednesday. A guy I used to work with, he's helped me out a lot. He said a big branch fell in his yard. All I gotta do is buck it up. I can leave the brush and everything. So I just want to make sure the chain is sharp. My brother had been using the saw, so I don't know. It was on there. It could be sharp, but I just wanted to make this video for you guys today. And because for my day that's going on, I mean, I got to make bundles. You've seen that a million times. And then I got to split and do a delivery. I got to deliver 75 bundles. So it's going to be an all-day affair. So what I normally do is line it up on the first one. And this right here is what adjusts this in or out. So depending on what I used on there last, so it's moving it that way. And I get it so it just barely touches the tooth. And then this tightens this in so it won't move. And then that's about where I want it. So the power button's up here. I'll go ahead and turn it on. Goes at about 10,000 RPMs. And just, I usually bump it twice. And then I gotta mark this tooth right here with this marker right here, just so I know where I started at. So then you pull it through this way, and then once it gets past there, then you pull it back. You know, I usually keep one hand holding on to the chain here, and then I come down and it tightens it. Hit it twice and then pull it forward and hit it again, the next one. Feels pretty sharp. I think the tree is a box elder, so it shouldn't be too hard to cut. Hopefully I don't need the 460. I just got a message from Mike. Said he can't breathe. He's going to the doctor's today, so he's not working. I told him don't worry about it. I got that wood over at Gary's I can buy. Not sure how many teeth this has. Probably about 50, you know, 25 on each side, something like that. Right, yeah, I've taken the rakers down a little bit. I use this to do that. I'll make a different video on that the next time I got to take rakers down. I'm coming up to the tube. So here's where I started. I shut this off, and there's a knob on the bottom which I loosen up, and I rotate it to the other 30 and tighten it back up. And then this thing right here that the back of the tooth goes against, I gotta adjust that to the other side, so I loosen it out so it comes this way, so it stops behind those. Right about there is about right. So then you gotta line it up against. See, right now it's not hitting it, so I gotta loosen this and give it like a little turn. Still not hitting it a little bit. You just want it just to barely touch it. And then you just give it, tighten this up, and it turns it just a little bit more. That should be good. You never want the tooth to turn blue. If you're doing that, you're taking off too much material. Got my deliveries lining up. I got, like I said, 2 today. And I got probably just one on Tuesday. And I'll come back and split the next load. I'm sure I'm gonna get more calls, but this week is supposed to be up in the 80s. So maybe I'll get a break on orders, get caught up a little bit. But as soon as it gets cold, as soon as that first snowflake flies, it's gonna be gangbusters. And maybe I'll give you an angle on this side. What I see. So I got that lined up. Bump it twice, then pull it forward. There's the last tooth right there. Then pull it back, get it right in, snug into there. And you know, I don't have to hold it here, you know, because this does lock. This is just a good idea. So that should be it for this chain. I'll go ahead and shut this off. Got to put it together. I've also got to cut bundle twine. You can see I don't hardly have any of that. But this is for the 291. Got it all apart here. I also every time I sharpen the chain and take this off, the bar has a little bit of a burr right on here, and maybe I'll make that as another video. I turn on this air compressor, and then I just take the burrs down with this. I know back 40 Firewood was having issues cutting big blocks, and it's cutting at an angle. I've never really figured that out. I'd like to know what you guys' opinion on it is. Mine is, what I think is, one side of the chain is sharper than the other, but I think it also has to do with something with the bar. You know, when you're cutting into a big block and it starts going like this, instead of going straight up and down, becomes a major pain in the butt. So I've watched the videos on it from like Buck and Billy Ray, and I still don't know 100% what it does. So normally when the chain starts doing that, I usually just throw it out. So, all right, I got to get back to work. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and we'll see you at the next one.